Well, hi guys. My last video we mentioned a diet that we're doing, and don't know, I call it a Mediterranean keto diet. Kind of mix the two because the Mediterranean really works for Lollie and the keto really works for me because I'm diabetic. And when I'm on keto, I lose weight, and and my blood sugar levels are really good. So I thought I would just show you a recipe tonight, dinner that we're having tonight. It's a white bean and kale soup, and what it is I don't use kale. I don't like kale. I use escarole here. I use escarole, and in any recipe that calls for kale, this is my go-to. It's sweeter, it cooks a lot faster, it's a lot tender. You might have to use twice as much as what the recipe would call for if you're using kale, because it does cook down. But this is a go-to. This is delicious. This is really what I like a lot. So we're going to do this soup tonight for dinner, and I thought I would just share the recipe with you if that's okay. And so let's do this, all right? First of all, I really wanted to show you, a lot of you, maybe new cooks or maybe not so new, but I really wanted to show you how to dice an onion. It's relatively easy if you know exactly how to do it. I worked in a restaurant for a lot of years, and you slice off the end, take that first outer peeling off. An onion is like me, it's got lots of layers. You just peel back, but leave the root end on. Okay, can we see that? There it is. Leave that root end on right there. That way, let me show you what happens. You take that whole layer off. A little faster than that, right? You're like, come on, Pops, let's get to it. Take that whole layer off there and slice that onion right in half. Right in half. Ta-da! Make sure your knife is sharp. This one's not that sharp as I like them. But leave that root on. And then you're going to go down this way. Here, 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 there, there, there. Yeah. And then we're going to turn it sideways. And we're going to slice it. Watch your fingers. Keep it straight up. Watch that little finger. Don't let it get in there. And then watch this magic happen. Right? There it is. And if you really are on a tight budget and you don't want to lose any of that onion, you can go right down. When you use your knife, boom. That guy and that little piece of green there that doesn't really look like it belongs. There we go. So we got our 2 onions chopped up. We're going to throw those in the pan with some olive oil, and then we'll go from there. All right? Hang in there. I want to show you. All right, so we're going to put 2-3 tablespoons of olive oil in the big soup pot. Just eyeball it. The more olive oil on the keto diet, the more olive oil, the better. So yeah, we don't mind fat on the keto diet, and the Mediterranean diet loves olive oil. So just throw all that good stuff in there. Shimmering, I think, is the word that they say. We wait for it to shimmer, make it good and hot. And we drop those onions in. Everybody into the pool. I hate when they say that on TV, but it makes sense, doesn't it? Everybody into the hot oil bath. We're going to let those go for just a little while. What do you think of these new spoons? What do you think of that, huh? Lollie loves these. I got them for Christmas. One of her Christmas presents. First time ever using it. Hey. Yeah. You guys are special, that's why. So we're going to just stir these around and let them get translucent. What does that mean? I use my hands. I cook the old school way. I don't use gloves. I washed my hands before we started. Good, that's called loving. Here we go. All right, they're starting to get where we would need them to be. Okay, we're going to leave them alone while they're doing their thing. You're like, stop banging the pan. It calls for some chopped garlic, but you know what? That's a lot of work. So what do? I get minced garlic. For the Mediterranean diet, everything has garlic in it. So I'm getting this minced. That's hot. I'm just buying basically it by 32 ounces, 2 pounds of minced garlic I have, and we just started this. But it calls for about 3 cloves, so that's going to be about a tablespoon, maybe just a pinch more. Some coriander. I have never really used coriander until we went on this diet. And anybody tell me in the comments what coriander really is? Ground coriander. Tell me in the comments. I'm going to put, there we go. I just really do everything by sight. I worked at a restaurant when I was very young in Cincinnati, and studied under a chef there for 3 or 4 years. He's a really amazing chef. Turmeric, I'm going to do a half a teaspoon of turmeric, just because I like it. That might sound like a lot, but it's not really. Cumin, I think we'll do a half a teaspoon of cumin as well. Right there. Get that out. Get those spices. We're going to turn that heat back up. We need to get these spices all toasty and warm and get the oils out of them. We're going to add the chicken. And this is nothing but, we had a rotisserie chicken last night. And this is a breast from that chicken that we didn't eat, so it's leftover chicken breast. We're going to put that in the pot. We're just going to start throwing things in here now. We had some bean soup. This is my grandmother's bean soup, I call it. Chrissy's bean soup. And we had that last week. We froze this, and then I just now pulled it back out. And we're going to throw all those smashed up beans in there. The recipe says take a can of white beans and smash them. I'm not going to do that. I had this. Right? So we're going to throw that in there. Oh, stir it up. Get all the good brown stuff at the bottom. You see that? No, it's looking pretty good there. And then we got 6 cups of chicken broth. Well, I only have some leftover chicken broth here, which is about 1, 2, maybe 2.5 cups. 2.5, maybe even 3 cups there. Leftover chicken broth I'm going to throw in there. And then I'm going to add because we need 6 cups of water. So I'm going to add to this another 1, 2, let's go, there's 3 cups, no, that's 2 cups, That's 2 and 3, 4, 5. Let's add another cup, huh, just to be safe. There we go. And there we go. And let that get going. So now we're just going to cut up this escarole. You can tell that I need a diet, can't you? Look at that mess. Okay. No, I'm happy with who I am. I just wish I was a thinner one. Remember my knife technique of sawing it? Let your knife do your work, don't saw it. But remember to be a train, a steam engine, room, 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 like that. So I chopped my escarole up. Look at that, how beautiful that is. Oh, goodness sakes, I just love this stuff so much. And it cooks up really, so that looks like maybe a pot and a half there. Look, wait until you see what happens when we put it in the pot. Can you see the pot? Yeah. Here, let's move the camera so you can see the pot. Here we go. All into the pool, everybody. This is gonna be delicious. I can't wait. Lollie better get home. Her appointment was 6:30 and it takes two hours? She said she'd be home by 7, so she'll be home really soon. But look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh! Yes. White bean and escarole soup with a little hint of chicken in it. There it is. Now we're going to taste it for seasoning. And when Lollie gets home, we'll have her test it for us. Look how fast that cooked up. Tender, delicious. All right. Now just a little taste. See if it needs anything at all. Look, there it is. Just the broth. Oh no, it's perfect. If I do say so myself. Look at the bowls. Aren't they cool? That was for Christmas. We had a Christmas Eve dinner with Granddude and Granddudette and their mom and dad. We had Feast of the Seven Fishes stew. So I got these bowls just for that. Aren't they cool? Italiano. So I'm just going to serve up some of our soup here for Lollie Girl. Lollie Girl, there's a new one. Yeah, look at that. Oh. And then we're going to put it right there for her. She's changing, getting out of her coat. We're going to put some Parmigiano Reggiano on here. There we go. Look at that. Does that look delicious or what? All right, we're going to try it now.